Hey everyone, it's Ro here again. Decided to make another video kind of shortly after the other one, partially because of the good feedback I got, made me kind of want to get back into it, but also because I'm kind of at work, well, working from home, working an on-call shift, so I kind of just sit around and do nothing. So I figured I might as well make a video. Hopefully nobody calls with any emergencies, and should be able to at least give a little insight into my training regimen, since I didn't really get to go into it in my last video. Right now, I guess the one thing I've been working on, like the last video, was L canceling. The one thing I ended up doing, and one of the reasons why I'm going to call this video 20XX training, is because I noticed a post on Reddit about the cheats, the modified files that could make all different things happen, hitboxes and stuff show up. I couldn't actually get all of them to work. The one I did end up checking out and really liking was as you can see, the flash white on L cancel correctly done, which is fantastic because I thought my L canceling was awful. And then I turned this cheat on, and basically I can, hit just about every L cancel, no problem. I'm not able to obviously L cancel into shine into L fast fall, L canceled area over and over again, like most of the top pros and stuff like that. But it showed me at least I didn't really have to go driving myself crazy over why my L canceling wasn't working properly. I actually ended up figuring out that my issue was that I was actually holding the L trigger for too long. So basically I was going down and then holding it too long and not being able to shine out because I was holding the L trigger and it just wasn't really letting me shine correctly. And a little bit because I was kind of autopiloting, just the timing of this was kind of ingrained in my head, so if I had, like a light shield or a shield, my timing would be off, so I'd miss it. So it was nice getting that kind of resolved very quickly. So I decided basically to move into kind of movement. I guess the best thing to say is I really need to be able to move around the stage. Stage presence is really important. I think Zero actually put up a video recently as well about the need to follow up on the platforms, and that's one thing with Falco that's really important. You shine and then you hop up to the next platform and you shine again. So I feel like being able to wave land on all the platforms over and over again is going to be a really important thing, because movement is really important for Falco. And you can see the players who play really fast when you watch those Falcos, the ones that are, it's astonishing how fast they can move. People like West Balls and stuff, I know he said that his particular Falco looks so fast because he's so consistent with his perfect wave dashes, which you can see, it's a typical wave dash, and then there's the perfect wave dash, which of course I'm not very good at, which is so much faster, so much cleaner, and it just makes Falco look, it's almost as fast as Fox in terms of, maneuverability and getting around and, getting those grabs. So I'm trying to, get better at the wave lands, the maneuverability of Falco to kind of get more familiar. I'm used to a floaty character. I wave landed occasionally when I needed to and stuff like that. It's just like one of those things that it's going to take a little bit to get, but it's something that just I can see myself progressing fairly fast. The more I do it, the more I play, the better I'll get. And this is kind of my way of at least getting my tech skill up, because even though I'm not playing other people when I'm playing by myself, what I am doing is getting more proficient at moving around the stage and being able to follow up combos, because you can't follow up a combo if you can't, land and get that next aerial in, or land and get that next shine in. It just kind of, your combo will just end. And the first thing you want to do in this game is really get combos to go from, point A to point B to point C, and then, finish them. So that's why I want to work on this, because when I'm playing other people, I want to be able to, shine and not just go for that straight up air. I want to be able to mix it up and land on the stage and shine again, and then up air, and then kind of move from there. So that's why I feel like it's really important to do this kind of movement as the first thing, because I want to feel natural playing Falco. I want to feel like I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going to feel like if I think in my head that I need to go, go up and wave land back to back air to, kind of mix up my movement, or, wave land back air off the edge, something along those lines. I want to know that when I'm going up that I'm confident in doing that. And I feel that practicing like this is going to get me to be at least proficient. There's always going to be a tad bit more pressure when you're playing somebody else, so you know, that's one of those aspects that are going to have to come with time in terms of playing other players. So that's something that I'm going to have to look forward to. So that's why I'd like to get to the point where I think it, I do it, and then if once I get to the point where I can, you know, use it in, you know, against someone that I feel confident in my ability, that I'll be, you know, close to 100% even when I play other people. I know one thing is when I play in a tournament aspect, I tend to panic a lot, especially if there's a crowd behind me or something like that, or just people just watching in general. You know, I get the sweaty hands. I'm constantly, you know, wiping my hands after every stock or every kill. So that's always something that's going to be a problem. I think in terms of movement, it's kind of really important to, you know, at this point, I would be using the, you know, the typical single person on the stage and stuff, but I like having the other character because usually when you play with someone, the camera's always moving, so it feels more natural when I play with a second player in the game. It might not look as pretty, but it's nice because then it can, you know, kind of mess around and get stuff done, and then kind of get a feel for stuff. Yeah, it's not DIing or doing anything like that, but I guess level 1 CPU is probably not much better. So basically that's the training regimen for the moment. I'm going to be going through a couple more things. I'm going to try and get a lot of those, the 20XX training codes working, like the wave dash for bomb ones, because I feel like one of the most important things for me to master with Falco at the moment is his perfect wave dash. It's very important to learn, you know, get Falco's perfect wave dash because, you know, the better you are wave dashing with Falco, the faster your Falco looks, and you get those perfect wave dashes down, those, you know, that maneuverability on the platforms and stuff, and next thing you know, you're able to follow up combos, you know, back and forth here and there. So that's what I mean. In the end, I would like to be able to, at least, you know, in some way, make Falco look fast, make myself look proficient in a way that, you know, potentially I could, you know, show off in a way that would be like one of those show-off videos by like Silent Wolf, like Zelgandi. Of course, not in that level because, you know, Silent Wolf's on a whole nother level, and I'm sure, I know, a couple months of practicing won't ever get me to be that good. Eventually, maybe, but right now, I'd like to at least, you know, just to be able to dance around the stage a little bit, make it look cool. It always helps, I think, and, you know, especially when I play other players and we're doing button checks or warm-ups and stuff, and they're just, you know, dancing off, you know, platform to platform and running around and, you know, kind of getting everything done in a very efficient way. You kind of think, like, wow, this person's got to be good if they have this much tech skill. You know, tech skill doesn't really say everything. You know, some of the most technical players don't always win. It's usually the smarter player that wins, but, you know, any of the smarter players at least have a certain level of, you know, technical skill and maneuverability that, you know, there's definitely a level where if you're not at that point, even if you're the smartest player with space animals, you won't be getting too far. There's always stuff like ledge drops and all the stuff that I'm really just going to try and work on the most. I hope to get like a follow-up video from this, you know, probably after a couple days. The videos will probably have at least some sort of like, hey, you know, remember what I was doing before, and like, you know, how I was doing, a little kind of like highlight reel of like kind of an idea of how much more proficient I am at things, just to kind of give an idea of, you know, where I'm progressing and how I'm progressing. If I don't feel like I'm progressing, I'll of course say it, and I'll, you know, kind of explain where my shortcomings are from or what's going on that's causing them. Right now, I have a lot of free time. This whole week is basically me sitting and staring at a computer screen and hoping nobody calls me, so I will turn it into me playing Smash and hoping nobody calls me while at least attempting to pretend like I'm working. So that'll basically be my week. I'd expect a video from me sometime later in the week. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more entertaining stuff. I really want to get that whole dash dancing / wave dashing aspect done from the 20XX, which basically bombs fall on Final Destination, and you have to either, you know, dash dance or wave dash to avoid them, which will be really good for, you know, learning perfect wave dashing, or at least to be able to wave dash consistently every time. Usually it's not really a big deal for me, but it's like I said in my previous video, I'm, you know, 8 or 9 months out rusty, so I'm definitely not as consistent as I should be. I always jump there here and there. Same thing with my, you know, dodges and stuff like that. I just want to be able to move around the stage and, you know, not mess up. So yeah, that's just my quick video. Again, it's just a rambling video. Just wanted to make something quick because I thought it would be a nice little thing to make since I didn't have much going on. Probably won't post this on Reddit because I don't want to clog Reddit with my content. I feel like I'm trying to, whore karma or something like that. So if you're subscribed and you like this, please do so again. Spread it around as much as you can, and yeah, let me know what you think in the comments and stuff. Let me know if this video is what you're looking for in terms of the series, or if you felt like this was a little lackluster, because I know this is very, very limited in terms of content, but I wanted to update everyone on like the situation and what I'm really been doing. Because I just kind of leave this this other TV on, and then as soon as I get a second, I jump around and I move around a little bit, get my hands warm and things like that, and then kind of go from there. So this is basically going to be my week. I'm just going to be dancing around the stage until I can say that I'm looking better and I'm able to move to something else like ledge teching or something a little bit more in particular to the character, like jumping off the stage and coming back with the 2 lasers and stuff that I'm just not familiar with from not playing Falco as much. So this is the first episode of the training regimen. I hope you guys liked it. Thanks for watching the video.